Hey y'all.
It's Casanova.
It's Carly.
And it's MJ. And today we're here for a special edition of React to Reality, recording on a Sunday
Yes.
because I just finished. They finished before me. Who the fuck did I marry? The TikTok series. And I felt like it was so good. We had to do a special edition for
It
this.
was.
Absolutely.
It was too good.
So we're just gonna discuss, react.
Tessa did her big one on this, just saying.
Yes.
She did her big one.
Truly.
I mean, I'm expecting a Tyler Perry movie in the next year or two.
I mean, she already got a couple interviews that she's done. Like,
I mean, she's already gotten on somebody's show already.
oh yeah, and BMW giving her car that she want. Yeah.
No way.
What does
Are
she
they?
want?
Yeah.
But it's another one. It's another
It's
one.
the peanut butter one, the M5. Yeah.
But it's just a sedan. She wanted the SUV.
Oh yeah, but they're giving
did want the
her.
X5.
But it was because they did this thing where they were trying to do like a marketing strategy, and they're just like, oh, when you want the BMW with the cognac seats, basically saying everything that she said in the series.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, you using her for marketing,
Yeah,
but
but
you didn't
then
give it to her.
It's
And everybody
smart.
was clowning them.
no, yeah, but that's the thing. Everybody was clowning them.
And then Hyundai
yes,
said that they was like, we will give you
your car,
a
the car that you want, like
just
the
a Hyundai version.
Yeah, they were, and then
So BMW came back and was like, wait,
and started tagging her
I was like, wow.
on the peanut butter interior. Yeah,
I was like, what?
it's all
Okay.
over TikTok.
I feel her though, because I actually want a car with like that color interior too. And I feel like they don't make them anymore.
It has to be
get like
customized. It has to be customized. Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Like,
have
but
to
they don't come
customize your car.
standard. They used to come standard on like a nicer version of a car, but
Right.
but now it's like you have to go get it special made like that.
Yeah, it has to be customized or else you're not gonna get the color.
That is true.
Yeah, because I want a white SUV, maybe even a BMW X5 with the peanut butter brown interior.
Well, you should go on their TikTok and take a look at Tessa's.
You know what?
car.
I'm gonna go complain about something online. I have a Risa Tisa style story I could tell. It doesn't have anything to do with the BMW, but I have.
But you do have you
got
do.
stories. You got stories. You have a something to tell. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you don't know about the story, but yeah, you got a story. She
do.
don't know, but you do.
I've dealt with a legion in my life.
Yeah, yes, you did. Yes, you motherfucking did. I was ready to cut his head off, but yes, you did.
When she brought up the fact that, because when she started telling the story, I already knew where it was going when she started explaining everything. Like, I wasn't even confused. I'm like, I already see, like, 10,000 view, like I can see what's happening. But when she said, like, oh, when she's like, oh, he was always on the phone, I was like, he was talking to nobody the whole time. I know he wasn't, because I know somebody that used to do that.
Are you?
Oh yeah, my cousin life was a movie. I'm gonna tell you that right now. My cousin's life was a movie. Yeah.
Jay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, and let me tell you that the time I finally got to like say something about this shit was so funny. Why did this man have the calculator up on his motherfucking phone like this?
I'm sorry. What?
And try to make it seem like it was one of those you know how back in the days when you could get like a calculator screen and be like, oh, the text message, like if you're hiding stuff, making it seem like it was one of those, but
it was literally just calculator. He's like, hello, oh yeah, I'm like, I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
is that a calculator on your
that's a sad man.
Yeah, yeah.
He going mad.
Oh yeah, my cousin got stories. She can go, but she can.
I choose peace now.
Yeah, I'm very proud of my cousin and her life improvements. Look, and her life decisions. I mean, I was about to say my decisions are not good either. Like my past has not been good either. Mine, I got stories too. Not like her, but I do got stories.
Yeah. Okay. The one thing though, I will say I really loved about like her storytelling is I feel like it was like the way she talked about everything was like very Atlanta, because every person that I've met from Atlanta, they talk about it like, oh, you know, this place over on this place. Like they talk
Right.
about, like everyone knows where the fuck you're talking about.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was trying when she was talking, I was looking at Babe like, okay, where is this place? Like I was like, okay, so where is this
Because
place?
even the BMW place that you're talking about, everybody knows.
She
because
already
you can
knew.
See it from the high,
Like
you
she
can
already,
see it from the
Yeah.
highway.
she already
And,
knew.
like I was like, oh, I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
talking about. Because
and
everybody
then
can see that from the highway. Like,
and she
from-
had to explain to me. She's like, babe, we passed by it before. You remember when we was in the highway and I was like, oh, okay, got you.
because it's on
Like-
because it's like you could get on it, like you could see it from 75 and 285, which are the two major highways that go through Atlanta. And so it's like if you go to Atlanta, you will see it.
Yeah.
And see, as someone who's not from Atlanta, it's just like, you
Girl,
know, I don't
what
know
are you
what the
talking
fuck
about?
you're talking about, but go ahead, keep talking.
Right. I was in tune. I asked my questions at the end. Like I was in tune though.
And like it's funny because when I first started listening to it, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna get through this because this is a lot of backstory.
But
it was
it's good
necessary.
detail.
It was necessary.
It
You
was
need-
necessary.
Yeah.
My thing is like a lot of people when they saw it, they were just like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm just like, I promise you, it seems like a lot. I get it, but it's all necessary because there's so much that it needs all of that detail.
But did you see the ex-wife come out on TikTok?
No.
The girlfriend came out on TikTok. The brother came out on TikTok.
The one from Philly?
Yeah. The one from Philly. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's a post. I don't know if it's she posted, I don't know what, but basically it's her talking to her brother about Legion and saying how he's been doing this for a while and da da da. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And I've been updating myself with Legion's little bullshit that he got going on. Because he came out saying that he has a Netflix series coming out. Oh yeah. You didn't see that? Oh yeah.
No, her Netflix series is coming out.
Right.
Oh my God, wait, Tyler Perry actually he signed a deal with Netflix, I think like last year or something, where kind of like Adam Sandler, he has to do like 10 movies or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like he has to do a bunch of stuff for Netflix. And he
Mhm.
just did that one with Kelly Rowland, the Mea Culpa.
Yeah.
I heard it
A
was
lot
horrible.
of people I haven't
people
watched
say
it. I haven't
they
watched it,
like
but
it.
they hate it. A lot of people
Yeah.
hate
I've heard
it.
it was bad. But this is a perfect opportunity for him to come back from that and make
my thing is
a
if he
documentary
does-
series out of this.
He can do it. It can be done. But the thing is like you have to also understand that if he does this, Legion also has to get money. Like he has to. His likeness is being portrayed. He has to be compensated.
Is there a
I
way
mean, okay,
around
but
it?
we say that, but did what's her name get paid? We watched that other Natalia Grace. The mom wasn't in it,
She didn't get paid.
and she didn't get paid. And they talked about her the whole time. They put her picture and everything.
That's true. And text messages.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Well, do we know that she didn't get paid? She could have got paid and just not participated within this.
Yeah, I mean, she could have got paid, but it definitely is not as much as like everyone else.
Definitely not
did.
as much, but it's like I guess because also like I think she was still going through like stuff like like through the courts and everything like that. And if
Yeah,
I
that
was
she
a
could say
lawyer,
like, I
I'm pretty
can't
sure
say
they were like,
anything.
you don't
Yeah.
need to be involved in any of that shit because
Yeah.
you're still going to fucking court. You need to be quiet.
Right. But mind you, they were showing all his court stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you first of all, that's the drama king of 2023.
But they were
Like,
showing his court stuff when he was going on 2023 talking about it.
yeah.
Like he
but
went to
he-
court for that
he-
shit too, like
he-
explaining everything. What else did you see?
He likes
Okay, no, I'm reading an article from Atlanta Black Star. This came out literally 20 minutes ago, published by Angelina Velasquez.
Okay, shout out to her.
Shout out to her. We got the same last name.
And
So let's see. BMW has some explaining to do after seemingly piggybacking on the virality.
that's
of
what we was talking about
creator
earlier.
Statista, Who the Fuck Did I Marry? And the unbelievable account. Okay, yeah, we know what happened. Okay. The luxury car dealer, like other prominent brands such as Hilton and Delta, who have offered to assist her with international travel plans.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
she going
yeah.
to London.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's going to London.
Yes.
A lot of airlines want to pay her to go to places like
Yes. I'm
Like
here for
a
Risa
lot of
Pisa being a travel
she's been
influencer.
getting like a lot of hits from a lot of different companies and she
already been doing like interviews on like
yeah, like
TV and
I
shit.
see that she's on Tamron Hall.
Yeah.
That's a big interview.
Yeah.
it's a
It's
huge
coming out
interview.
tomorrow. Oh my gosh. It's coming
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
watch it.
like mind you, she also talks about how the Breakfast Club, how they were talking about her and said like
You
they
didn't see
No,
that?
her
I
say
saw
that
that.
she had
I
a
did
big
see
back.
that. He said, "Oh, it's big back energy." Like, first of
Yeah.
all, what? Okay,
Yeah.
actually, I have a side tangent about big back. So
I feel like the only big bag that we should be talking about that has a big bag for real is Rolly from Baddies. That's it.
But yeah, for sure.
She
Honestly.
I don't care how many surgeries you get, you always gonna have a big back, a wide back at that.
okay, okay. So let me go on my little tangent here. So big back to me, right? Because the stuff that I see online, for me, I know the definition of big back is someone who eats too much,
Yeah.
right? But my husband, he likes to work out a lot. He's into like bodybuilding stuff and like,
You
all
saying
that.
he has a wide back?
No,
He
but
does
like
have
they
a wide
say
back.
big back is like a compliment for them, right? And so
Oh.
one day I've been working out. My
Uh-huh.
back has some muscles in it.
Right.
Yes.
My butt also got bigger.
Ow.
She's like, just so you know.
Just so you know.
Just so you know. Okay.
Ow.
It is all coming together. But I'm getting some more muscle definition in my back because I don't have anything else to stress about anymore. So I've been spending more time in the gym. He goes, "Wow, your back looks really big." And I said, "What?"
But that's because it's like
He's like, "What do you mean?"
It depends on the area. So it's like if
Right.
you say that you
Right.
have
And
a
that's
big
what I was
back
like,
in the
we're
gym,
so opposite because like literally, because like, okay, what does big back mean to you? Why would you tell me that? Why would you say that to me? And he's
Well,
like,
you
"No,
don't know
it's
the
like
difference.
he's
right." And I was like, "No, you don't understand, babe. Like big back means like you're fat, like you like to eat a lot."
Yeah.
and I know he's like, no, that's not what it
And then I
is.
showed him, and it was so funny because you search big back on Instagram. I literally showed him. It's like search hashtag big back on Instagram.
And
And
all these
it's literally it's big back meals and white guys at the gym doing like this. So I'm like, you see, this is why we were miscommunicating because this is the two different places.
Yeah, it's too different. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that about the gym.
Right.
I just know about big back when they
Right.
talk
It's like
about it.
you hear
but
that
but
if your man
gym
can't do something,
lang-
you're like, why the fuck would you call me that?
But
Right.
gym language is definitely different because they'll like highlight on things that you wouldn't think about. And you're like, oh, okay, like, oh, your calves look really big. You're like,
Yeah. And you're like, why
what
the
does
fuck
that
would you
mean?
say that?
Like,
and,
why?
and
Like,
it's supposed to be
rude.
a compliment, and it's
Right.
just like, okay, thanks.
Yeah. But I just thought it was funny because like I had to explain to him like what is big back in like popular culture, not at the gym.
Right.
Very much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was very mean of Charlemagne. I also thought it was mean whoever was commenting and telling her that like a CEO would never date you or a VP would never date you. Like,
First
okay,
of all,
that's none of your business.
right. You
Then
don't know.
hear later. You hear
Everybody
later.
has different likings.
He's a
like-
3X. They're fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Size wise, they're matching up. And I mean, in my opinion, when she finally said like how big he was and like all the stuff, I'm like, girl.
Yeah.
It's like crazy to watch as a woman. It's crazy to watch how intoxicating these like standards we put on ourselves of
Right.
like things we have to reach in life. Like all the red flags we're willing to ignore just to hit those.
But my thing is too with her that got me was, well, not just her. This is going for the wife, the ex-wife, well, the first wife that we know of.
Yeah.
And the girlfriend that he was living with that had his ID address in Douglasville.
Yep.
Yeah, because she came out on TikTok as well.
She did.
Yeah, so with these ladies, what gets to me is that they said that they ignored the red flags because he was a good-looking man.
I haven't seen him.
When they said that, and I saw
Eye of
him.
the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. We're gonna leave it at that. Everybody has different, things that they look for when they think that is attractive. But also, what we also will say is that personality it goes in a lot
A long way.
Like, so, like, my thing is, like, you might not think that someone is, like, physically attractive, all that, but their personality made them
I mean, we
attractive.
all have those one exes that we was like, they were not the best, but the best looking, but they treated us right at a moment and we
or
look past it. You get what I'm
blinded.
saying?
Like at the moment they look good, and then like
Yeah.
you see him a few days later, like what the fuck was I thinking?
Right.
He's not terrible looking from the pictures they posted, but
Um,
yeah, I agree. It's not like, oh my God.
right. It's not something that I would, if I see a red flag and then you're out. Like, no, I'm not gonna know. And like it's not to the point that I'm gonna ignore a red flag. I'm telling you that right now. Like, first red flag, I'm out. Like, I am out.
I
I'm
mean,
running
hey,
out the
you say
door.
that, but he bamboozled a lot of women.
Yeah. But I feel like with Tessa, what got her and what kept her in it was the fact that when they first got together, right? And it was because it was during COVID,
Yeah.
which is the worst fucking time.
I think that's what did it. I
That's
think
what
it
it
was like
was.
that
And it was,
incubation period of
yeah.
thinking
And
they have to
because
be
he
together all
moved
the
in,
time.
right. And because he moved in with her, and the fact that he also was paying for her bills, because my thing is, her bills, she said it, they were less than $1,000. Her rent was less than $1,000 at the time. And if you were on, obviously everybody, we were here during COVID, but if you were not working during COVID, everybody knows you was getting paid regardless. You get what I'm saying? Because depending on the state that you were in, for example, me being in New York, I had a job the whole time during quarantine, so I didn't have to, get unemployment. But I know people that were getting unemployment, and on top of that, we're getting COVID money as well. So they were adding that. So that was like people were getting at least 1,400 a week.
Yeah.
1,400 a week.
I mean, that's what pushed a lot of people to not want to work.
No,
Because
exactly. So that's what I'm
more than
saying.
what they were making but if they weren't on unemployment. So it's like people are
Right.
like, I want to go back to work.
Right. But my thing is with him is that he was leaving at 6 a.m. every morning. Where you going? Where you were going?
I mean, my thing is,
Like-
she realized that he was a forklift, operator, and I'm like, he was still essential worker, probably wherever he was working at.
Yeah.
But the thing was also,
He worked in Apple as well, just saying. That's not essential. That's not essential work.
Well, it's
Actually,
debatable where he was working at the time, right? Because she said the only thing that she could verify was that he had worked at a grocery store.
Right.
And the Apple store at some point, but not
At
necessarily while they were together.
But then he left his job and told her that he was working at Apple. I think it was. Was it like that?
Towards
Yeah.
the end,
Yeah, towards the end.
Yeah.
He left his job. He told her that he just left his job and then decided to work in Apple.
Okay, what's the condiment company in Atlanta? Is it Heinz?
I'm trying to think about.
She kept saying condiment company, like we couldn't just Google what condiment company is like based out of Atlanta.
I honestly really don't know.
Hold on.
But also the other big thing about it was she was so ready to be married. I think that was one of the blinding factors.
Well, also they did have a baby. They did. She was pregnant.
She was
pregnant at one point. So
that
they got married during that time, I believe.
Yeah.
When she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Before she lost.
It was after. It was after because she unfortunately had the.
It was after.
And it was shortly after. Well, because they had planned to be married, I think, before she had the baby, but then she had miscarriage.
Right. Like that, yeah. And the thing, I think what it was is the way she grew up. Because she kept saying she was the type of woman that she said she would never live with a man before marriage. So because she was living with him before marriage, it was like eating her up inside. Like, because she's never done this before.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that was another thing that she was like, we need it. If this is not going nowhere, either you go or we get married. Like, it's one of those. It was like one of those.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
What I think was crazy was like, okay, because people tell you like, oh, you have to have your standards a certain way, blah, 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 like don't settle. And like, what I think was funny was like, it was not funny, but she talked about how like she pretty much abandoned everything she said that she wanted.
Right.
in order just to get married, right? She said, in my mind, I have these standards. I grew up this way that I want this first, I want that first, and then this. And she abandoned all of that. And at the end, what I thought was funny, she asked him, like, why did you even marry me? And he said, well, because I knew I couldn't keep you around if I didn't. So like she had that standard there. She let it go a little bit and he still fucked her over. And he knew how to use it against her.
Right.
So it's like, damn.
And it's crazy because the fact that he knew that, it's like, this man has been plotting. You get what I'm saying? Like the fact that he knew that you wasn't gonna stay without getting married and he's willing to do you how he did you is crazy. Like it's insane to me. But listen, her cousin called him when they broke up, when they had that big breakup, because he went from Atlanta straight to Philly. He drove from Atlanta straight to Philly, told his family that she cheated.
Yes, that part. That's when it got crazy.
Right. Told her family that she was the one that cheated. She got pregnant off of the guy that she cheated with, saying that it was a cop.
Yep.
That to me was crazy because when the cousin called her and asked her about that, she was like, no, I got pregnant off him. Like, I did not cheat on him. Like, that did not happen. Like,
and it was the same story he gave her about the ex-wife supposedly from California where he's never been.
Right.
Where he was a private citizen. As that shit took me
out. That shit took me out. That shit took me out because when she confronted him about the school and he was like, my dad paid for me to be a private citizen.
Like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing.
It's really not. I was like, wow.
I was like, private citizen?
Huh?
Like, since when?
You don't pay to be a private citizen. You just are one or not. Like,
right.
Like, what are you talking about?
Like, that doesn't make anything. You're playing football for a nationally accredited university.
Yeah.
But
you think that shit is easily Googleable, bro? Like, what are you doing?
Easily. And that's just like, what? Like, we can always go back. Like, there's too much information that you're just lying about. That's so easily to be.
But yeah, it's an easily Googleable thing. Hold on, I have a special guest.
Joelle?
No, my husband.
Ow, what up, Jose?
What's good, homie?
Come talking to
We're talking about the wide back. We heard you didn't know the difference.
Yo, what the fuck?
We heard you didn't know the difference.
We have different algorithms, so our definition of big back was different.
Right.
Because Charlemagne called the lady a big back. He said she had big back energy because why the fuck
Charlemagne wasn't. Breakfast Club was.
He said
the lady.
It was him? Yeah. I thought it was just hilarious that said it.
No.
Who's
Risa Tisa is the lady who told the story of why the fuck did I get married.
Oh, I thought you guys talking about 90 Day Fiance. Rob the Knob.
No, this is a special edition.
This is a special episode.
This is a special edition of who the fuck did I get married. I had him listening to this all weekend. He was like,
it's because listen, that story is insane, Jose.
Her dumbass.
Okay.
Marry that bum.
Bruh.
She didn't know.
Yes, she did.
No, she
did not know he was a bum.
No, she didn't.
He had a studio at the time. She went to his crib when they first got together. He had a studio. Right. So he wasn't a bum at the time.
Well, that's the first red flag. He had a studio.
Why is that a red flag? That's not a red flag.
That is a red flag.
Why?
Because how old was he?
I don't know.
I mean, he was by himself.
No, because that is a red flag. Because the thing is, like, it's because he does not live in New York. You having a studio and you don't live in New York.
Atlanta,
why do you have a
studio? That's true. In Atlanta, you don't have no excuse
y'all
to
have
be
extra space for no reason.
Right.
Like,
no, that's true.
Our one bedroom start at 500 square feet. There's no reason for you to have
a grown ass man.
Like have a bedroom and have a separate bathroom.
32, you should have at least a 2-bedroom in Atlanta.
Absolutely.
At least.
I do. Shit.
Okay,
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was a red flag.
With her dumb
red
ass.
Flag.
Yeah.
You want to say?
Wait, I thought you guys were going to talk about Rob the Knob.
Oh, so I asked to do 9:30.
Rob the Knob.
They don't watch that one.
Oh, they don't watch that one?
No.
Who is that?
Ooh, man.
No, we were just watching. There's a fly in my wine.
There's a fly in your wine.
It just flew in. I don't even know where it came from.
Rob the Knoll.
No, I asked to do 9:30 because I was watching the 90 Day Fiance reunion, the actual 90 Day, not the one that we watch.
Right.
But we've been watching recaps on YouTube when people like talk about like how the
Of the current season.
Yes. So we saw on YouTube when they did Ed and that girl Fanny, I think her name, or Rosa from
Rose,
the
yeah.
Rosa Vega.
Rose
Oh, no,
Vega.
that's old. That's old. I'm talking about like this right now season. The one with the lady that's married to the Spanish guy.
Yeah.
That you know who I'm talking about.
She know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Julia?
No, Ashley and Manuel.
Oh,
Like the one that like he hid, like he had kids.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't
Well,
he didn't tell his kids that he was moving to the States to be with her.
How
He
you don't
just
tell your kids
disappeared.
that?
which is
He
very
disappeared.
rude.
Yeah, her
Very
mom
rude.
straight up was like, I don't trust him. He's a liar. He's a scammer.
How you don't tell your kids you move into the States?
I mean, he did eventually, but he should have done it up front.
But that should have been a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
we
you guys
haven't
wanna-
we haven't watched that.
What? No, it's okay. I'll roll out.
No, we're gonna. Okay. Thanks for joining us after this commercial break.
Right. I can't with you with
I should know.
I should have been a news anchor.
Oh God, yes, you should have. Like you would have been perfect. Oh my God, yeah. I could see you on the news.
Imagine if Risa Tisa told this story as a news anchor.
Oh.
Wow.
Welcome. This is part 40. Who the fuck did I marry?
Like what? I'm not gonna lie, that'll be the only time I'll watch the news.
Yeah.
'cause I'm
Part
like,
237. Who the fuck did I marry?
I will say
I feel like they would give her an hour series. Like just
Yeah.
an hour.
I mean, this literally has the makings of a Netflix show. It was 5 hours long of like just TikTok videos, and we all watched it like a
truly.
podcast.
Yeah.
I will say, like, as far as African Americans, I don't think that African Americans have been so engaged in a series since R. Kelly had his hip opera.
Yes.
And we were like literally watching every
Okay, I don't know what
single-
this is. I don't
You
know.
never you don't
It's when he was trapped in the closet.
Yes.
Okay, okay, then I know.
Yes.
the what?
Trapped in the closet.
Oh.
And we were like literally like waiting by the radio for every
God.
part. Like we were just like, oh my God, what is next? There's a midget. Oh my goodness, what else could be happening? What? Like, but African Americans were
I was talking about the series that happened during COVID when they locked him up. I was talking about that one.
Oh, you're talking about like the Netflix? Like
No, that wasn't on Netflix.
That's his real life hip opera.
Yeah.
like no, we're talking about real life.
Yeah, no, that was
was-
crazy.
That was a crazy one
Because he
too.
ended up locked up.
He did.
They should just put him under the jail, throw away the key.
I mean, he's never gonna get out.
He's not getting out.
He
He's
never
still
gets out.
there.
He's never
Yeah.
gonna get out. He's doing free concerts right now.
And I'm not gonna
Uh,
lie. Free, what's her name? What's that girl that's still with him?
Jocelyn.
Yeah, free Jocelyn, man.
Oh, from the documentary.
It's not even
Yeah.
free her. It's just she just need to wake up.
She need to see the light, man. She need to see the light. She need to see the light. She need to stop seeing all the blurry. She need to clean her eyes. She need to do like a eye wash on her shit, like to
But
really
because
see
she
what's
has
going
been dealing
on.
with that man since she's 15, she just gotta like
She doesn't know any better.
it doesn't,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And unfortunately, it probably has a lot to do with money, which is similar to what this girl was going through. Like,
Right.
Money
Like
will
she
do a
said,
lot of
like-
things.
It's the screenshot that had me weak. I'm not gonna lie. That shit took me out when she said that he showed her the checkings and the savings
Oh,
in
yeah.
case, and it was a screenshot.
yeah. Yeah.
And then did you see the loan? Did you see the paper of the loan? Like, did you ever
Okay.
get to see it? No?
Really, no. No, I did not.
So we saw it because it was somebody, I think she did put it
Yeah,
out.
She uploaded it.
I think she uploaded it, and
Terrible.
it's a paper, it's a letter, right? And it has the Chase symbol on the right side. Now, people that have Chase account, we know that it's in the middle and it has Chase in the bottom. It says Chase in the bottom. And they have their address, you know, their the corporation.
Right,
It has
right.
all of that. It
So
didn't
did
have.
he just type up a letter with the Chase symbol on the logo on the side?
Yep. Saying that he had a loan, and it wasn't even 750, it was 700,000.
But the thing was, it's like I'm not a technological genius by any means or stretch of the imagination, but I could look at that and be like,
That's not real.
that's not real. And my thing is, she's like, oh, because it had the Chase logo. Baby, we can all get a Chase logo and put it on a Word doc. It's not hard at all.
At all.
I will give her the benefit though. She did say that like this is something that she would
Didn't
have
know.
never. If he had not introduced her to this is something that was like not even in the realm of possibility for her. Like the way she grew up, like
But I'm
they
like,
Yeah, because at the time she wasn't thinking about getting a house.
wait. You have to understand. She lives in Atlanta. We know everything is almost like everything is a scam. Like you don't believe anything. You do not believe anything just
That
because
is
someone says it. Especially not in Atlanta. You do not. Like, oh, you got
And
$700,000.
this is a person that's from Atlanta, born in Atlanta.
I
Like,
don't believe anything. Like what? I don't even believe in buy one get one free. Let me see all the documentation to let me know that this is buy one get one free.
and in reality, you just
It's actually buy one get one half off. See, I knew you were looking. Like, I'm not
yeah.
no. And my thing is, I'm like, I do understand like people who like, oh, if I've never been put in this position, so I didn't know. But it's just like living here, you're already weary about everything. So
yeah.
But what I did understand from her perspective was when she was talking about the whole them getting a house the first time, how she wasn't involved and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that I understood because this is something like, for example, I'm going through it right now. Like I'm not getting fully involved in everything when,
Yeah.
babe, right now we're trying to get a house, but we communicate. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? We talk, and when it comes to her, like we've been having that communication to where we know, like, okay, we need help, we're gonna talk to each other if we're stressed out. Like when she's stressed about this whole situation, she talks to me about it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if she feel if we feel like it might not be a good fit, like we talk about it.
Right.
This man did not talk about it with her at
Yeah.
all. Like he didn't even want to put her in it. Like it was to the point that he was like, the first time, oh, my friend is a realtor. So I did what did he say? I put the money down with him.
yeah.
I put down the
I,
offer with my friend.
as a person who's trying to go through the process of buying a house, I really don't understand how you cannot try to talk to your partner about anything. And the thing
Yeah.
is just like, also y'all are trying to be married, so I'm just like, sweetheart, your name
No,
needs
they
to
were
be
married already.
your name has to be
It's
on
gonna
like
be on
there's
this.
no
Yeah.
way how you cannot go through this process and not put your stuff. If you're gonna be on the house, you
Right.
gotta put in some stuff.
Right.
And then it's
And
just like, oh, you could be approved for more than like even more of a house because like now you're combining your income. So it's just like I don't like there's a part where it's just like I understand that you're like I just want to be married, but there's also a part where you're choosing to just not see things.
yeah.
And I feel like she had that moment.
She
I
did.
mean, she definitely said that where she was like, I think I was just so blinded by like what I want. Obviously, she put a religious aspect on it, like, like I was trying to kind of go for my own plan versus what God really wanted for
Yeah.
me.
Mhm.
Ignored all the red flags, and this is what I got. And I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. And I will also say, if you're in the process of buying a house with someone and they're not stressed out, that's a red flag.
Very much.
Right.
That's a
It
red
doesn't,
flag.
it doesn't
It's
matter if you have
stressful.
the perfect credit, like the money, like it does like you're gonna be stressed. You're gonna
Yeah.
be
It's
stressed.
a lot of paperwork and a lot of things could go wrong. So like if your partner is not actively like I
Ugh.
don't know, telling you like what's going on, like the little details, like you should be concerned.
Right.
You should.
Cause like, oh my God. But yeah, that shit, like I understood to an extent. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I understood to an extent, but then I'm like, no, because it's like it's stressful to get a house, period.
It
And
is.
then he's over here saying, "Oh, I got money in an offshore account."
That
Like, baby, that okay.
nobody
you're
has that. Like nobody has that. You are not gonna meet a random man on where does she meet him at?
Tinder?
Tinder?
Tinder.
It was Tinder, I think. She met
Oh,
him
she met him on
actually
2 places,
two
right?
places,
places.
two different apps with two different names.
Hinge and Tinder.
Yeah.
I promise you, nobody on Hinge or Tinder has an offshore account.
Nope.
Like nobody.
No.
Not to
Right.
say
No,
that
not at
they're
all.
that
Not
they're all
even
broke
hard.
boys or something, but like
Not-
that's just
not-
something that, like that's like another level. They're
It
probably
really is.
like what is that dating site like Raya or something they have for celebrities?
Or
Like,
like
an offshore account.
eHarmony when you have to pay for that shit, like the expensive shit,
Not
like
even eHarmony.
not even
Not even eHarmony. I
listen.
feel like an
You
offshore
know
account
what?
is someone who's paying like thousands of dollars for it.
I feel like it's for sugar daddies. Like when you try
Yeah.
to find a sugar daddy, like those people probably have
Right.
offshore accounts.
Absolutely.
Okay, speaking of paying for stuff, there was one detail that I thought was like really gross when she had talked about how he was soliciting some woman named Peaches on his DK work phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then she listed the prices. I said $60. Love yourself. What are you doing? That's like not
Right.
even a tank of gas.
Here's the thing, and this is a common joke. I know down here in Atlanta, I'm not sure about anywhere else, but like, girl, if anybody says anything like that refers to like $40, that's usually what they are talking about hookers. Like the $40 is like the go-to price.
That is
So,
insane.
so she's saying 60 is like, oh, you think you somebody like 60? What?
But
That's alarming.
the thing
It's a very alarming.
Because with this economy, like I'm sorry, the bare minimum should be like $200. Bare minimum, at
right.
least.
Like we're
Not
not even paying a
even not
phone
even
bill.
I'll put $500 because if you gotta travel 500
Right.
minimum, like
He said $60. Oh, I said, oh, that sounds like a disease waiting to happen.
It is.
I don't.
It is. It is. And I'm, my thing is, I'm just like, he's clearly somebody who don't care about it. He's like, whatever.
No.
and
No.
I feel like if he was talking to her, that he probably done it before.
Oh,
With
absolutely.
her. That's probably why she gave him that cheap price. Like, oh,
Like, this is a regular.
this is a regular. Like,
Yeah, that is
This is a
true.
returning customer.
yeah, like it's not somebody, it's not new. Like if I feel like if he would have been a new person that she, hitting her up, I feel like she would have hit him at least $500. Not
Yeah.
on some 60. This dude got to be a regular.
Ugh, $60 is so gross.
Yeah.
Whoever Peaches really is, I hope you hear this. I hope you hear what everyone else is saying on TikTok and you raise your prices, Peaches.
Right.
Because that's not right.
Because the thing is,
Even
like,
at OnlyFans,
we're not judging you about what you do.
No.
We're just judging.
We think you should value yourself more.
Just judge the prices. We're not judging you. It's the prices.
It's the prices, baby. We just
prices.
need you to up it up. Know your value, girl.
Have you
I mean,
seen
she could really sell on OnlyFans right now, though, if you think about it, because like how many people probably heard the story and are like, who's Peaches?
But you know how many peaches are on OnlyFans?
There's a lot of
She
people.
could say Legion's Peaches or something.
Oh my god.
But the thing is, I actually found this out through a friend that when you do, well, not even through a friend, it was a girl that had posted a video. When they do their account on OnlyFans, they cannot change their name.
For that person forever.
Yeah.
That's who you
Interesting.
are.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. She can't change it to Legion unless she has like videos and puts Legions, Peaches, and stuff like that.
I mean, she
Like-
might just have to, like, she don't have to change her name, but that she just gonna promote like
Right,
that video. And be
Right.
like,
Legions, Peaches.
Look, girl, we trying to help you with some marketing tips,
Right.
okay?
To help you here now. Get some
No.
more money, girl.
Come on.
There's so
Justice
much
for
money in
Peaches.
this world. You might as well.
Justice for Peaches.
Justice for people. Life is hard, girl. Like, don't just be going for anything.
Right. But I feel so bad because like this man was lying to her about his aunt that he took her to see. Remember?
Yeah.
Yes.
His brother was like, I don't even trust that woman.
Oh yeah.
Like His
Yeah.
brother went off talking about I don't even trust that woman. I don't know why he brought you to her. She used to be my mom's best friend when they lived out there and da 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 da. Like, bruh. And then he want to say that his sister is Kim when it's really his niece that he haven't spoke to in years.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is
When she started unpeeling all of that, I was like, this is insane. This is
Crazy.
insane.
the
And
fact
the fact that he did the exact same thing to the like previous ex-wife, like almost like textbook, exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just felt
And
bad too when he said about his ex-wife when he told her, oh, first of all, she didn't circle back to this. This is one thing that's been on my mind. He mentioned to her that her ex-wife's daughter died and that
Mhm.
he sent somebody $2,000. He asked her if he could send somebody 2,000, right? She spoke to the ex-wife, asked her how her daughter is. She said her daughter's perfectly fine. She didn't circle back and ask him, who did you send that money to? Because that's $2,000 out of her account.
because my
That's
thing is
a,
that
you
like
know,
what he wouldn't tell the truth anyway. There's no kind of like that's like
yeah.
I ask when you know you're not gonna get the truth. You never gotten the truth this whole time. But the thing is, like, also mind you, you procured emotions from your dead mom and father who have been dead for years
Decade.
and then brought it back up and was like, yeah, they just died.
My mom just died.
Like, that's sick. That's sick.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't.
Shame
Like
on
he just, I don't know, he's on another level. Like the thing that I guess for me the saddest part, and which is like immediately when I was thinking as I was like halfway through this, I was like, oh, she's fucked up. Like she's fucked up. And she talks about it like, if I knew you before I met him, I trust you. If I've met you after, I don't. And I don't want to. And I can't. And I was like, yeah, yeah.
He fucked her up
He
mentally.
fucked her up mentally so much. It's gonna take her so long to heal from. I'm actually glad that she did this series because
I feel like
it
this is
really
part
has
of
been a way
her.
for her to like get everything out there
Yeah.
and just
Right.
put it all on the table because now anyone who ever tries to deal with her in the future, like they have no excuse to not understand
Why
like
she's the way she
what,
is.
yeah, like there's no stone left unturned with this story, and she can like put a bow on it, go to London, get a BMW and live her life.
Right. Honestly, like, oh my God. I'm like I said this, I was like, this is part of her healing process, like her
Mm-hmm.
telling this story.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people on TikTok were saying like she should have never said anything. She should have kept it to herself. Like this is not something that you want to tell people about. But it's like
She's
you
not the only one that's went through this stuff. Let's
exactly
not
Yeah,
like
like be young.
probably
it's
people's
actually
been
very
through
common.
yeah, and
Yeah.
probably people's been through worse. And it's like the red flags that she went through, now that she's saying it, and if people see it now, they're like, oh shit, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah,
through the same thing right now. I could just no, I'm out of here. Like, they can already come to their senses,
right.
hopefully. Because
Or at
everybody's
least it like
different.
plants a seed where you're like, okay, maybe I should be looking at this relationship a little different.
Yeah.
Right. Right, because this story can help a lot of people, not
Absolutely.
just in Atlanta, but a
I'm
lot
not
of people
I'm not gonna
everywhere.
lie though, like me listening to it, I think I realized, like, especially talking about that last part, I realized there's some stuff that I do as a result of situations like that I have been through that I'm like, oh, maybe I should not do that anymore. It's just like it was a defense mechanism that worked for me for a certain
Hmm.
point, but I'm like so far past that like I need to like not do that anymore.
I feel that.
Right,
I feel that.
right. I see that. Yeah.
And I think everyone probably has stuff like that. They don't realize until probably too late that they're
I
doing some
mean,
stuff that's
when
probably
I
very
was
childish,
listening
but
to
they're
it,
like,
it was giving me like little PTSD of like
mm-hmm,
exes and stuff, and I was like, wow, good thing I'm not in it now, now,
yeah,
but like thinking about it is like there's a lot of red flags that we just ignore just cause like
Because the thing is, like, love will blind you in a lot of spaces, and like, and seeing love will blind you, and seeing people's what's the correct word that I'm trying to use? like their potential.
Mm-hmm.
That is a big thing because he's like, I know that they can be great, but what are they now?
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, that's always been my toxic trait.
Yeah.
Seeing people's
Potential.
potential instead of seeing them how
What
they
they really are.
yeah. And
Yeah.
being no, but they could be this person, they can do this. And it's like, but they're not trying to do it. So why are you trying to
To
mold them
make
into
them fit
something?
into what you want.
Right. Which is like, yeah, because that was something that it was like really I was one of those people. Like,
Yeah,
mm-mm.
I think everybody does that to some
For
extent.
sure.
Everybody, but it's just like this just shows how dangerous it is to like not really be. I mean, I don't know. It's hard for her situation though, because like at this point, what she's in her early to mid 30s.
Right.
Yeah, so like I mean, I get it. At that point, you are like, and if you're at that point, you have no prospects, right? You want to have
Mhm.
kids, like you want to do all these things. Like, yeah, you might be in a rush to be the first person. Like, and he's putting on this show, kind of like, I think, playing on those insecurities that he knows she has as a woman
Right.
in her early to mid 30s, probably wants to have a kid because there's only a certain time frame after that.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it's just fucked up. It's fucked up.
But like she was saying too, she did mention this. She felt like he was probably one of those people that fed off of people when they get excited when they're about to get
Mhm.
something
Yeah.
and don't get it. Like it was
That
like,
was so weird to me. That
but
part was
honest,
weird.
but honestly, if you think about it, like when you listen to the story, it
Yeah.
sounds like he is those type of person,
Yeah.
that person. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
No, I
that does,
definitely agree. But
yeah,
it's
that
just such a weird, like, who the fuck does that?
I
It's so,
never honestly I never thought about like somebody being like that because
Mhm.
that's like something you hear in a movie like
yeah.
that
No, it's like diabolical for real.
yeah like that's on some that's a next level narcissist like
Yeah.
that's a whole different freaking level like
Yeah.
Leishan
Like,
got
I
it
mean,
and
yeah,
it
he
had
really
me
wastes a lot of her time.
yeah like it had me weak when she showed us how how he was talking on the phone
Yeah.
around her and how that one time that he took her, I forgot if they were, I think they were looking at a car and then they passed through a building and he was like telling her, "Oh yeah, that's the building that we bought. My office is
Oh, yeah.
here."
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
then
He was talking to the security guard and they were waiting.
right,
Like, he was talking to nobody. He was talking to nobody.
nobody, nobody
That
and talking about his own his key card only lets him go through this door so he can't go. Like it was just like bruh.
it's like, dude.
Yeah.
And talking
Yeah.
about
Towards the end,
the car that was there. She was like, "At least show me the car."
yeah.
Couldn't even do that.
And the towards the end when he was like when she was finally talking to the police about him coming to pick up his stuff,
Mhm.
and how he could just come back whenever he really wanted once he
Mhm.
because he was like being held for something completely different, but ended
Mhm.
up working in her favor. But
He
when the
ended up
police
having a
were like,
warrant.
yeah,
He
when
ended
the
up
police
having a
were like,
warrant.
what did they say? Oh, he's in a manic episode. Or
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, like he had. Unfortunately, he really has to have some severe mental health issues to be having all the conversations by himself
Really.
for years on end.
I was
Years.
about to say because his family all said it like it
Yeah,
has been going on for years. Like
But and
he's
they also said that his parents tried to help him, but
yeah.
they like and the thing
yeah.
is, like after a while, like he has to take care of himself. But it's just like also it's like I think about the family and I'm just like, y'all know his mental state. Y'all know that it probably got worse when he did lose his parents. And my thing is I'm just like
Because it
how
does
well
get
do you
worse.
think that he's going to be if he
I
doesn't have
mean,
that support?
I get that, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I feel like I feel okay. Actually, I had this thought recently because I was like, there are certain situations that have happened not only in my life, but like other people I know that I'm
Mm.
like, why was therapy or like going to the doctor, like a psychologist, like never brought up as like, "Oh, you should do this right now?" Because like there are definitely situations that they should have done that. And I
Right.
just like, culturally, it's not there yet, I
Nah.
think, for a lot of people. And
Yeah.
I think they probably were like, you know what? He's grown. He's gonna do what he do. I'm not trying to deal with his shit no more.
And what I feel is too, I feel like him being a liar, like
Yeah. It
him being,
frustrates people to where they don't want to help
yeah,
him.
like it's
Kinda.
only your family's only gonna tolerate so much.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, yes, we know that you're a liar, but if you keep doing all and keep saying all this shit about your family when it's not true, like, bro, we're not gonna tolerate that shit all the time. Like, no.
Because then they become victims themselves
Right.
because of
Right.
it. So then I guess I can only imagine the things that the family has to like. You don't understand what he's gotten us into because of his
Right.
lies.
Mhm.
So it's like that. Ooh, I would love to hear those stories. So I'm not even gonna
Like,
hold you.
okay, I'm sidetracking right now, but this also is from this girl Duce, remember? Okay, so there's this couple on TikTok. Well, they're not a couple no more.
Okay.
But right, they're not a couple no more. But basically, is a lesbian couple, is a girl named Duce, and I think
Lexi.
the girl name is Lexi. The girl got her name tatted, right? Basic
Duce
Duce
on
right
her
here
neck.
on her neck, right? Right, right.
That's all I have to say about that.
Right,
Well.
right. We have a lot to say about that, but you know,
Yeah.
yeah. But the reason why I bring this up is because she is also like a liar. She's been like a liar all her life, and the girl do say she actually has a post on her TikTok. Like you can go on her TikTok right now as we speak. She has a post, her talking to her brother, and her brother saying, we have been trying to help this girl for so many years, and all she does is lie on the family to the point that her brother had a case on her. Her brother had a case and her dad had a case because she
Oh,
was saying that her dad and her brother were touching her and they weren't. Yes.
that's
And
insane.
and the thing was, she did, and this is just because it's on social media, so I'm gonna speak on it. There was a situation where she did get touched. Her dad went to go see what was happening, and he ended up getting arrested for a couple days because of the past.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. Them two right here are giving the same
Yeah.
thing. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
It's
he
like
couldn't,
pathological. They
right.
they like
And
they
the
need
thing is, like,
chaos.
yeah, like she was making it seem like she had the worst life, and in reality, she had a really good life, and they were trying to give her the really good life, but she was not having it. Like in her head, she was getting abused, and she was doing all this, like all this stuff was happening to her, and it didn't happen. But her family ended up getting, having a case, and it messed up, their careers and stuff like that. So like, Legion could have done the same thing to his family. We don't know.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, like the brother said, like it seems like with every relationship, his lies are getting worse and
Worse.
worse.
Mhm.
So yeah. But
Yeah.
now, you know what? Maybe she did him a favor by doing this because who's gonna want to mess with him now?
Her current girlfriend came out.
Who's her? Wait,
His Legion.
he has a girlfriend?
Yes.
How? What did she say?
Um, she basically said that, he did tell her about him being in California. Yeah.
Yeah.
He also said, the whole offshore account was he's been telling her that as well. But I believe she tried to confront him, and he was basically saying that everything is a lie, telling her the lie that he was telling his family about Tessa, saying that she was cheating on him. He kept it
Yeah,
going. He
yeah,
kept it going with her. When she confronted
Wow.
him about him,
yeah,
he just kept that lie going.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know if they're still together. Hopefully they're not.
I mean, after all this, I can't imagine her being with him. I feel like she would just look
But
insane.
honestly, I wouldn't have come out. Like if I was his current girlfriend, I would have just broke
But
up with him and let it be. Like I wouldn't come
yeah,
out.
Well, I mean, at this point, now that Risa Tisa is getting flights to London and possibly a BMW, um, I'm sure everyone's trying to get a bag now.
Not really, because like the first wife came out and she was like, I don't want nothing. I'm just speaking on my part and saying my part. And yes, he is like
A
a
liar.
liar, a narcissist. Her
But she only
son,
came out with one video. And
one
that was it,
video,
though,
and her son came out with a video as well because her
to
son was
confirm,
to confirm everything.
because he hit him. Her son hit Legion.
Yeah.
And she was like, I need to like make it like, like there was a thing, like my son did attack him because he was getting in my face and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was becoming, a problem.
Yeah, because if you remember, Tessa even said when she looked at the court papers, they had both restraining orders.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had both restraining orders.
So she just wanted to like, let me just say this.
Yeah.
And that's, but also, I mean, with all this attention for, Legion, it's just feeding more into his ego.
It is.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's a double-edged sword with like a narcissist, right? Because all they want is attention. So she healed herself, but also maybe opened the door for something worse, unfortunately.
I mean, I feel like now
that's whoever
because
feeds into him, because the thing is, like, y'all already heard the stories, y'all already have the documentation from
he has a lot of followers on TikTok. I'm just saying.
And there's always those girls that are like,
But people like entertainment, whether it be
yeah.
bad or
I mean, it's like when there's a serial killer, like they have groupies.
They do.
So I'm sure there's women
what
out
about
there.
like Ted Bundy? Like
Exactly.
they're like, oh my god, he's so handsome. Like, I'm sorry, have y'all forgot what he did?
Yeah. No. So I have a feeling there are going to be those people out there that are like they just want to be around him.
There is those people, yeah. And I'm not gonna lie to you. There's probably we don't live in Philly, so we don't know this, but in Philly they probably hyped him up to where he's probably doing appearances.
Oh yeah,
local appearances,
so
telling his story. You get what I'm saying? Because it's not happening in Atlanta, but
I'm gonna wait because I promise you I'm gonna see some podcasts.
Yeah, like it hasn't happened in Atlanta yet, but I feel like Philly might take it on this one. You feel me?
They might.
You trying to Google see if he got something going on.
I'm Googling.
Like,
oh wait, now that I have the mic, can you guys hear me type better? Hold on.
We don't hear you type at all, actually, when you type.
Oh no, I want you guys to hear me type.
She wanted to give us some ASMR.
Yeah. That's not a good. Okay, hold on. Let me type something.
You gotta take the thing off.
You probably have to take the foam off.
Okay, what about now?
Do you have the mic towards
the keyboard?
No.
Nope.
No,
it's probably registering as background noise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So annoying.
You have to tell. No, you have to like do the settings in Skype so like it doesn't
on Zoom.
Yeah. You have to like do it like so.
Oh, wait, so I do have the background noise turned all the way off on Zoom.
So that's why.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I'll do that.
She just got.
Did you
excited.
Google it though?
Huh?
Did you Google it to see
if Legion has any appearances?
Yeah.
No.
Because his name is Jerome.
Jerome?
Yeah, Jerome McCoy, something like that. Yeah, Jerome McCoy. Hold on, because it's on my TikTok. Go on my TikTok.
On your TikTok?
Yeah, I have a video with his thing on it. Because I made a video of him on my TikTok.
The first video that comes up, not us being gaslit by Jerome McCoy. He literally is like his job title should be gaslighter.
Yeah.
I don't see any appearances.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Right. So his name is, hold on. Because I got him right. It is, yeah, so Jerome McCoy. Yeah, McCoy. So McCoy. Rome.
Yeah. No appearances yet, but we'll keep you posted.
Right. And if y'all have in Philly, y'all should take it. Just saying.
No, don't support a scammer.
I mean, hey.
I feel like he's like
Has he done an interview? No.
No.
No, he hasn't. Not even on TikTok. He hasn't done one.
He's a public relations representative at a hospital. Bullshit. He's
No
not working.
way. I don't. No way.
Please.
If
I'm
he
gonna look him
was,
up
he
on
would be
LinkedIn.
fired immediately.
Anyways, well, any closing thoughts on Who the Fuck Did I Marry before we close this out?
My closing thoughts is Tessa, I'm very happy that you're getting all the shit that
Yes.
he promised you. You're getting it now on your own. And
So
you
happy for you.
yeah, and you now you know you don't need no man, girl. I mean, you already knew you didn't need no man, but
Mhm.
You definitely don't need that.
you definitely didn't need
That
that.
That one.
Right. But I'm so happy that you getting all the stuff that he promised you, you're getting it now. Like, and hopefully you heal and you find you a good man that loves you, girl, and gives you what you want. Okay? Because you
Mhm.
deserve it.
Mhm.
Respectfully. Don't be listening to people when they be talking about wide back. The only one that's a wide back is Rolly.
we hold on to that.
Yes. Yes, yes. What about you? What do you have to say?
Glad that you're doing your healing process, however way that you need to. It comes with good and bad things, just like how everything else in life does. But I want you to take the good things in stride and the bad things, just don't let it get to you. Legion, get help. As simple as that, buddy. Just get help.
Yeah.
Legion's family, I'm sorry that you're getting indirect attention because of a family member, because that can be very, very annoying and very, very trying. But just keep on going on with your life. Like, y'all been dealing with this, keep on dealing with it how you've been dealing with it.
Right. MJ.
My closing thoughts, I would say I loved it. I love the chisme. I love the gossip.
Right.
I need
Amazing.
more. Ladies, if y'all got some stories about your red flags, tell them because we all need to hear them.
Absolutely.
Not even just ladies, everybody. If you dated a red flag, tell the story.
Yeah.
Read warnings.
You're not alone.
You're not
Right.
alone. Also, I hope BetterHelp sponsors Risa Tisa and her therapy journey that she's gonna need after all this.
Right.
I want to
Big
hear a BetterHelp ad with the promo code Risa Tisa.
Oh yeah.
I would love
And
it.
Hopefully
no,
50%, but hey, to each his own.
Yeah.
yeah. But no, I just think I don't know. I think she did a great job. I think she deserves everything and more. And I hope that I hope Legion gets what's coming to him, and I hope that he gets help because he really needs it. He needs help.
Bad. Yeah. All right, y'all. We'll see
That
y'all
was-
on the next episode
Yeah.
because this was a special.
Yes.
Special edition.
This
Just
is
for y'all.
just for y'all. So we'll be also uploading. So we'll be uploading 2 episodes this week.
Yay.
Yes.
You're
Exciting.
getting
And since I'm going on a work trip to LA this week, I'll have some extra time to myself.
Ooh.
And I will be able to hopefully get some more of the administrative stuff for this podcast done so we can actually promote it more.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will do better, y'all.
Yeah.
We'll do better. We'll do better.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.